The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check back. 57. Mike, 57. Ready, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
55-7, let's go. 55 to Mike.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. On first down, it's Taylor trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Costello. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And it's caught. 16 yards, a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Duke Johnson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 9 now. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be out right at the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Bravo! Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Guys, stay.
They'll look to throw here. This one complete to Coleman. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike's 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll set up a throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, Heavy. Ready, go.
They're going to look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 56. Mike 56. It's coming this way. Go.
Back to throw. Costello. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The kick by Marr is good. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the run. Hey, Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Come on, D. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And taken at the 46. Touchdown, Vikings! A 54-yard punt return there as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I would have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
They run again with Breida. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36. Yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Rock it. On the ball. Hit it.
Throwing to start the drive. Costello, he's going to take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, You need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Ready?
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Rudolph Porter.
Turn up. Kill, turn.
Hey, foxtrot. Get it.
They go play action here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Well, now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Hey, Zoo.
On third down, Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. On the return is Pettis. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go. 30 base. Hey, watch the lane. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 54. Hey, defense, let's get it.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike 54, Mike 54, Mike 54.
Scene 6. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Now. You got nothing today. You got ready to go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniil Hunter, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. 54. Here we go.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Johnson. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Costello. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 4th down, Costello. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Back to throw. Costello. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. Okay, all right.
Under pressure, they got him again. Everson Griffin able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Everson Griffin bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw, and they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 35. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Marr now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Slam.
2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.